Ain't it cool? There we go. All right, family, it's your brother Asad, and we are back again with another quick video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so that you'll be notified when we drop new material on this channel. Secondly, in terms of housekeeping, I got to give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar shout out to my South African family for all the love you guys have shown this channel. My wife, myself, my children, we greatly appreciate it. Third, in terms of housekeeping, bam, 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 just like that. Bam, 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 just like that. I got to give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar shout out to the rest of the family, to the Namibia family, to the Botswana family, to the Louisiana family, the New Orleans family, because that's two separate things. Today, I'm going to give a special shout out to the British family because we got some family on. Well, the brother's from the U.S., but the sister is from Britain, so we will give a special shout out to the British family. But with that being said, let's get started. Bam, bam, bam. So, family, we have two very special guests with us today. Brother King Obie and Sister Tyler Obie. Now, let's talk about it, man. How y'all doing?
Man, we feeling amazing. First of all, thank you for that beautiful intro. Yeah. You know, shout out to the bam, bam, bam. We keeping it going. Yeah.
Just like that. So now, where are you guys currently located?
In Umhlanga.
Durban.
Yes.
Durban. Oh, all right. Now, how long have you guys been there?
Like a month and a half.
Yeah.
A month and a half in the Durban area. Yeah.
All right. So the question is, what brought you guys from the US and Great Britain to South Africa, period? And this is not your first time in SA, right?
Nah. Definitely not. Definitely. Well, we first came to South Africa in 2021, right? And we started our YouTube channel then called Divinity Moss, right? So some of your followers, they used to recommend us back and forth. So I'm sure some of your viewers will recognize us both, right? Yeah. It's gonna be a surprise. Like, whoa, here's King and Tyler, right?
Yeah.
So we started that channel in South Africa. South Africa showed us a lot of love in 2021. And then we were in Johannesburg for about 2 months.
Yeah, so we were there from May. So we hit them where I think in London, it just opened up to do traveling.
Yeah.
But SA was still in lockdown. So we were in Johannesburg from May till June, near the end of June.
Yeah, beginning of July.
Yeah, so that was
and yeah, we didn't experience it to this full-fledged because we was in lockdown, right? So it was just like we went out a little bit. We hit up Mabune, a couple of the spots, Rosebank, Sandtown, but we wasn't really enjoying it going out to restaurants like that because of the lockdown.
Right.
We were also there during that riot time.
Yeah.
So that was our first moment in Johannesburg. But even though all of that was happening, we still loved it. It was still like, this place is beautiful. Like, what's going on here? It had everything from the 5G internet and all of that. So we left in 2021, and our goal was to come back.
Yeah.
And we went back to London, and we just started working on our businesses. And then that's when we decided, like, you know what, let's head back out.
Yeah.
And Durban was on the radar because we don't really see much people talk about Durban. So we said, you know what, let's go, and we can spark that conversation. Yeah.
So, okay, so this is a question that I get often coming from the US. You guys are both from the West, the UK, and then why are you even looking at South Africa? Why you even decided you want to visit?
You know what? I think from 2021, when we came, we just felt like it just resonated with us. Obviously, my husband's from United States, I'm from the UK, so we're always looking for some good medium. And we felt like SA had the both. It had the American feel and had also the London feel, but it had its own vibe towards it that we just felt, oh, we really like this. So it's kind of like a home away from home, but it's not. And I just love the fact that there's just so many Black people here and they're so welcoming, and the quality of life is just a lot more better than I would per se feel in London. What about you, babe?
Yeah, definitely. To add on to what she's saying, absolutely. When we left South Africa and went back to London, we immediately felt like, oh, we're like in someone else's area.
Yeah.
Like we felt like we was in someone else's territory. Instead of when we came to South Africa, we felt like we were at home. And those are the messages we receive as soon as we land. Like, oh, welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. We've heard it numerous of times. So it's like I do have that welcome home feeling. And then also there's a lot of cultures here that I feel like I'm still yet to discover and really understand. But yeah, I think that's really why we come to South Africa. It just really feels like home. We've been to Ghana and different places, but Ghana's beautiful as well. But as far as like a place that has everything that we need, because we both work online, South Africa,
perfect place.
Yeah, South Africa is just perfect. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing, because a lot of people, a lot of African Americans. So I talk to a lot of African Americans coming to SA, and they all say the same thing. Well, they all say the same thing, that they feel like they found home, right? And that's interesting to say that you grew up in the States, and Tyler grew up in the UK. Did you not feel at home in those places?
The thing is, we didn't recognize till we got here and left here. Yeah. So, you know, we didn't notice that. So we're just doing what's happening in the West. But when we came to Africa and we saw that was different, there's a different level of love, different level of culture, different level of food. The vegetables is cleaner, fruits is, you know, tastier. It was just an elevated experience, and then you don't notice till you get out, right? So that's one of those things. Yeah, you're in your comfort zone, you know. Yeah. I guess for me, coming from New York, us going to LA, that's something different. Like I never been to LA, that's something amazing. But you're still in the United States, right? You know, that vibe is still there, regardless of what state you go to. So coming to South Africa, it's just been a blessing just from that experience alone.
Definitely. So tell me about Durban. Now I was only there for a couple of days, and we got to hook up. But tell me about Durban, man. What is that vibe like for you guys?
Ooh. Durban has a bit of everything. Everything. It has the beach, it has the city, and then it has nature. And that was one of the things that in my but in my manifestation, was that I need a place that has all three. I couldn't just pick, because I'm so used to, because where I'm brought up in London, it's more rural. So I've never really experienced being near the ocean. Only on holiday. So it feels like I'm on holiday. Durban literally just feels like a beach resort. It doesn't feel like I'm just living here. It feels like I'm really experiencing, I don't know, it's just different. But I would say it's more close to a resort, and then it gives me a tropical Caribbean vibe to me. It doesn't feel like I'm in Africa. It doesn't even feel like I'm in the West. It just feels like I'm in this curated land. It just is very different. Yeah, but it's a good different. I
want to add on to that, right? So we've been to Johannesburg, and we stayed in Newtown. Yeah, it was a nice penthouse suite there that we had, but downstairs it was rough. It was next to the Hillbrow CBD area. Yeah. So we saw how rough it. Yeah. we seen how it can get, you know. So from coming from that experience to now coming to this experience, it's just a total 360. And I would say Johannesburg is still a vibe. Just that area that we went to is a little different, you know, like where you stay at is definitely the vibes. You know, you have horses and ponds and ducks and all that. So that's a beautiful experience. But Durban itself, I'll say where we're staying, Umhlanga has been created. It's like an oasis that has been created. So we didn't know about it. No one really promoted it. I had this in my manifestation to come to this specific building that we're in. I seen it. Man, Umhlanga Arch, man, that building looks amazing. I said it in February this year, and then come September, I found myself right in it. And it's just a beautiful building, and it's the tallest building in Umhlanga so far, right? It's about 27 floors. And it's just one of those things where I can tell you right now, not other parts of Durban is like this so far from what we hear. So I can't say the whole total Durban is a bliss, like you about to really get it. But I could definitely say some of the core features is that it's safe than what we felt in Johannesburg. That's one of the core features. It's safer. There's a lot of Indian population. They're really for real when they say it's the largest Indian population outside of India. And the Indian people are beautiful, amazing, welcoming. I haven't experienced that weird energy, like, what are you doing in my space? Beautiful Indian culture here. And then, you know, the different, I guess I'll say
The restaurants,
cultures and the restaurants, like the Zulus here is big.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced any difficulties with the Zulu culture. It's been Zulu love, actually. Yes, you know, we've been learning, you know what I mean? And then the Koza culture is out here too. So it's just learning so much. But it's been a beautiful experience since day one.
Yeah.
So look, let's talk about it. The Indians out there, man. Listen, I love Indian food. Have y'all experienced some good Indian food out there?
Yeah, with yourselves.
Yeah, that was the only time with you. Yeah.
Oh,
The little
y'all gotta get on the Indian grind, man. Look,
Yeah.
I'm talking about delicious food. Like that was one of the things that I know. Like KZN is like the capital of the Zulus, right? But as you mentioned, Durban has like the largest Indian population. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, I know they food good. I know they eat good every day. So yeah, y'all got to check it out. I think bunny chow and get you some biryani and all of that good stuff.
We're gonna try that bunny chow. We've been seeing it promoted a lot. That's definitely something we're gonna check out. Yeah. And
So
also, the beaches too, though. Don't sleep on the beaches, though. The beaches is amazing. The water is a little cold, but the beaches are peaceful, especially in Schlanger area. It's like a real peaceful environment. I have my equipment out there, and it's just totally safe. But yeah.
And they have a lot of Portuguese restaurants around the beach towns as well. So
seafood,
calamari, sushi, they love that. I mean, it's near the ocean, so obviously it's a lot fresher. Yeah. But the restaurants have been really, really good, like Mozambique.
Well, Mozambique is all over.
I know that's over.
All over South
so that's another thing. They have different
chains.
Yeah, the change. You do see it here as well.
Have you guys experienced the nightlife out there yet?
Yes, we went to Rocket.
Yeah,
that was near the beach club. That was great.
Yeah.
That was fun.
They had a DJ out there rocking, and we experienced the nightlife. I mean, the nightlife is always bananas in South Africa. Like I've never experienced a lame nightlife experience out here.
Expect shisha, bottles,
or Hubley, They definitely get down out here. They love to drink for sure. For sure.
For sure. Definitely, as soon as Friday hits,
don't ever get me started. Don't get me started.
So is Durban the spot, or are you guys going to plan to see other parts? Cape Town, Pretoria, Port Elizabeth?
We're definitely going to check out Cape Town.
Yeah, Cape Town.
But still, I feel like we're definitely sold on Durban.
We're fully sold.
As far as our goals, it aligns with our goals. Not many people will share the goals that we have and how we're building our careers and really sharing online. So this area provides that level. Besides the load shedding, and we finally have a load shedding app, so we're not just sitting on the couch working and light go out and it's like, whoa, what's happening? So we finally had an app, so we're able to work around the load shedding, and it's been getting better. So it's not every day, twice a day. Sometimes it's like once a day, 2 2 days, no load shedding, and it comes back on. So
Now, how old are you guys?
I'm 27. Oh, I'm 28. I'm turning 29 at the end of this month. I don't know why I fast. And it's
and
well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's coming up right on a Halloween night.
Yeah.
Or Halloween period.
Yeah.
Halloween period. So she's 28 and I'm 34. I just turned 34. Yeah.
So if there's probably somebody in your age group that's watching this saying, man, I really wish I can go to South Africa or visit or kind of live the life that you guys are living, just to experience it. So can you tell us about your journey, like, and how were you guys able to come here and to do it? Because I know like transition is hard, and most people say, I don't have the money, or I don't work online. So can you tell us a little bit about the preparation to get here?
Yeah, you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, the preparation to get here, we're in, I would say, our creative ruler era, digital nomad era, where we just want to travel and explore different places. So at the moment we're on a tourist visa, but in terms of us hustling here, we're hustling from where we were coming from, but also in SA as well, because we do work online. The environment that we're in is very good to meet people, network, so that as we're building, I guess it's kind of like we're just building online.
Let me shed some light though. I'm gonna shed light on the journey, as you said. She shed a light on what we actually do, right?
Okay.
And there's a lot of brands and businesses out here which has been making that journey even better. Especially what we do in content creation and marketing and online business services. Durban especially, there's a lot of businesses out here, so it's looking real good. But the journey to get here, yes, as far as the passport, looking at different flights, understanding the different locations you want to stay at. So if you are using Airbnb, you can negotiate to the owner and get better deals than what they're offering online. So you got to get your negotiation skills up. There's low season and there's high season. We're coming into high season right now in South Africa, period. Like they're summer time, so prices are going to be a little more up. The low seasons, like around May, June, July, August, you can find good residential areas for, not residential areas, you can find good housing for inexpensive prices, and most likely probably good flights as well. So that's one way that you can look at it, to just come out for like at least a month. I'll say do the whole 90 months. Definitely. 90 days. Yes, do the whole 90 days. Come out here with no expectations, just to really just explore. They have tours. We've done a couple tours. There's safaris. There's a lot of things out here, but that journey to actually get here, I feel like we just wanted to do it, and it just happened for us. There wasn't really no struggle. If there is a struggle, I guess it's trying to extend a visa, or trying to get a long-term visa, or trying to get something that we could be here for a longer period. But other than that, the flights was a good price if you research it well enough in advance. And then the Airbnb that we're staying at has been negotiated to a great deal that complements our liberty. And also, the price of living is really inexpensive. Like it's 19 Rand to $1. So, the dollar stretches per se out here. So that's just some advice. Someone who's new to it, doesn't really understand the whole, I need a passport, I need to look at flights in advance, I need to get a Airbnb, and I can negotiate to the owner, just send them a message. That's just a little bit of value that they can start that journey.
So Tyler, I want to ask a question. So in the United States, there's this kind of like negative perception of Africa. Like, a lot of people.
United States or Kingdom?
No, he's talking about where he's from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the United States. So I'm asking, is it like that in the UK? Is there like this negative perception of Africa that it's underdeveloped and all of that good stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's because of the adverts that we see broadcasted on British television of like African children looking like they're starving or living in huts. So even for myself, obviously, I've never been to Africa. I think this is my second time being to Africa. But prior to that, even when I was telling, my family and friends, I'm coming out there, they're like, "Oh, you sure? It's safe?" And it's like, I think so. I mean, we hear a lot of it, but I didn't really want to discriminate or stereotype because I've never actually been. But when I was about to land, I was a bit apprehensive, like, okay, like, is it what they say is really true? So when I came here, and it's like I'm seeing places that say Kensington and Croydon, like places that I'm like grew up in, I'm like, this is like a home away from home. It's just a different world. But I do think, there are some stereotypes that are stuck, and people do believe that Africa is very poor and not rich and is struggling, and it's like, okay, it's not. Not like that.
They balling out here.
They're
for sure.
balling, and they don't care to come to the West. Like they don't care.
They have their own world out here.
To the better, like this is the better life.
They have their own world.
Yeah. I feel like the West really does sell this dream, like this is the best place, but it's like there's so much doper places here than I do see that's even in London. So that narrative really does need to stop.
Yeah, especially being around your own kind.
Own kind, yeah. Well, yeah. We're a humankind being.
Yeah, I feel King. Did you experience the same thing? Like, were people saying, "Man, why are you going to Africa?"
Yes. Some of my peers, you know, they were telling me like, bro, what you doing out there? You know, da da da. But because I grew up like with African culture, you know what I'm saying? I'm Nigerian from my core. So it's like, but I was born in Brooklyn, New York, right? So, you know, I've been to Nigeria when I was like 7 years old. So I had that original African experience, which at that point I hated. But as an adult, I don't hate it. But when I was 7, I hated it because it's like, yo, this is rough. But you know, now as an adult, I could see I was learning culture, and that country wasn't as developed as it is now. Now you look at Afro beats is one of the #1, you know, genres besides the piano and stuff like that. So Nigeria has definitely come a long way. So I kind of already had that background, but I wasn't aware what it's truly going to be like. Being in America, I've heard things like, oh, South Africa is like the second America, but that's where all the white people go. And I think they were talking about Cape Town, right? So they didn't say, yo, Johannesburg or Durban. So when we went to Johannesburg, whoa, we loved it. The creativity, the creatives, the people were bumping just such a good vibe, good love. And to see that they're just so amazing and they're just producing, it was just on another level. And then now Durban is just giving us the vibes.
I
Like,
would say Cape Town is white and Durban's more black.
yeah,
so, like,
definitely Durban has more of that, you know, melanin here. You can feel it. But we haven't been to Cape yet.
No, we
but
haven't. So
from what we heard from you, what we see other YouTubers and other people talk about, we're gonna check it out.
Definitely.
And I'm sure we're gonna love it as like we go to Italy or something like that. You know, something European is probably gonna hit us.
Right.
But in Durban,
yeah,
we don't experience that European vibe at all. It's like, African.
Where are they?
It's African, it's black, but there's brands here, and these brands are creating a South African version of them. Like Diesel has Diesel SA. You know, Nike has Nike SA. Like Nike, like all these brands have their own South African, you know, sector or branch, you know?
I gotta say, I think that there's no city in maybe let me correct that. I think that Cape Town is still majority like black South African or whatever have you. It's just like they have a larger white population. But I always say Cape Town is probably the most beautiful place on earth. So when you check it out, I mean, like aesthetically, just like the landscape,
that's what we see. We see that in the content. It's just it's like, you know, but you know,
the experience. I don't know. We had mixed experiences, so that's why we want to.
But we're gonna go like around your birthday anyway, like the end of October-ish, you know. So we're gonna go check.
I had mixed feelings about Cape Town. So, but when I got to Josie, it was a wrap. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. I can do this anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely say Johannesburg is a vibe for sure.
Definitely, man. And you guys got me more excited about Durban to hear you guys talk about it because, like, I came back and I gave it like a rating, like a B. I felt it was a little slower than Josie. You know, like Josie is fast paced. You know,
it is slow.
You think so?
It is slower, yes. I'll say if you're looking to like move speedy fast, Johannesburg has that speed for you, you know? I feel like Durban is just catching a lot of the waves, but they're doing a great job at assimilating and moving forward. And you know, it's a beach town, so you can't really have that much speed when it's like beachy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Johannesburg is like, you know, city-ish. So you're gonna have that city electricity, but in the beach, you're gonna have that tranquil waves going in and out. So
you come here to heal. I feel like you really do come here to heal. If you want
talk that talk, that is definitely one of the benefits.
I would say Durban is that place where you come to relax.
Especially when the weather's nice too. Like the weather's coming up now. So you could definitely enjoy those warm mornings or those warm nights by the beach, just walking with your, you know, feet in the sand, eating some good seafood. The spas here is just beautiful. Oh man, talk about self-love. The self-love, you could pamper yourself out here on a good budget too. You don't even have to blow the whole bag to really love yourself on a high level. And the service out here is incredible as well.
No complaints.
So there's somebody that's going to be watching this saying, you know, I'm thinking about going to SA. I'm watching Dr. Assad and now. So what would you tell them?
What'd you tell them, babe?
I would say maybe go to Johannesburg first. I think that's a really cool introduction to really get the heart of SA, and then start to branch out into go into Durban and predominantly Umhlanga. Umhlanga is like the best place, I would say, to really enjoy Durban and see it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I think a good start off will be Johannesburg and then Durban.
And
Yeah.
to add to that, I'll say it really depends on what you're trying to do. What do you want to do, right? When you think about someone leaving, I'll say the United States and London, it's like we're leaving this oasis that we grew up in, like this whole American system or this United Kingdom system. And it's like you must want to leave for a reason. Are you leaving because you're realizing like there's a ceiling and you can't get past it? Are you leaving because you're realizing there's a lot of unnecessary violence? Are you leaving because there's no quality of air or foods? Like, so it really depends on why are you really stepping out in the first place? Because, you know, you still have to have some level of finances backing you up, right? You still need to have some level of money. You don't want to be here broke. That's a reality. So you want to have some level of financial structure where either you're working from home or you have some online income coming in, or you have properties that serving you all types of good things so you can make sure you're backed financially. You want to make sure that is secure to a degree. And also one thing that I had to realize is you can get caught up because of the rand versus your currency. So you can go a little crazy with how much you're spending out here. But, yes. But to put it in alignment, someone who wants to come out here, it really depends on your goals. If you're looking for an oasis where you can basically restart your life, restructure your life, have a little focus on self, love yourself, identify your goals, have clarity, be in the area where you're not distracted because no one really knows you like that. That's one of the goals that we're on, and that's why we're doing that here in Durban, because it's like we're coming here to focus and have a nice focus on our goals and what we're looking to accomplish. And so far, Durban has been allowing us to do that with ease. Like back where we're from, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of, yo, come to the club. Yo, what are you doing tonight? Like, you know, a lot of distractions from the friends, family calling, you know what I'm saying? So we have that moment right now to just focus. And in the focus, it's so beautiful and it's so peaceful and it's so loving. And I'm just grateful. Give thanks.
Man, give thanks, my brother. So now you guys have a YouTube channel. How can people find you on YouTube, on socials, and all that good stuff?
Well, we're not operating on our YouTube channel anymore because we rebranded it to King and Tyler. But we're not operating that right now because oh wait, hold up. Can you still see us?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Okay, cool. My wife's gonna talk real quick. I just gotta get this charger so we can wrap it up.
Yeah, so so it used to be called Divinity Moss, but now we've rebranded it to King and Tyler. So we're still, I guess, looking to see what we would do with the actual brand, because, you know, we had a lot of love from South Africans. We really miss our fan base that we even built. So we're definitely looking to see how we can monetize that YouTube channel. But in terms for myself, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is Tyler Obie, and my agency, which is called Imagine Marie, which I help influencers, brands and businesses with angle creations for their brand online, for social media within the fashion and beauty niche. So if you need help with rebranding yourself online, Instagram, within the fashion and wellness section, that's me, that's my go-to. And then when King's back, he's going to tell you what he does. But yeah,
definitely. My apologies. My apologies, y'all. I had to get the charger for the laptop. It was about to go out of here. But yeah, so what to add on, you could definitely find me, King Obie, official on Instagram. That's where I put most of my content, and I have a podcast called Creative Rulers Podcast. That podcast is helping, I guess, beings from the West as well who are stuck in the corporate 9-to-5, help them transfer and start living a more creative life as well, where they can live like this or travel the world and, you know, do what they love. So I teach that on my podcast and I share that information. Creative Rulers Podcast, you can check it out on all podcast streaming platforms. And then I also have another page called Content Sage. That's where I post my interviews. And I did take an interview of you, brother, which I'll be posting on that page. So
send it to me when you do it. Send it to me when you do it.
Absolutely. And yeah.
I want to let the people know that's not a green screen behind them. That's how they really living over there.
Yeah, this is Durban right here.
Saying that.
It's Durban.
Yeah, it's Durban. Durban, man.
Yeah, let's go. Well, man, I thank you guys so much for coming on, man. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me when I was in Durban, man. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Absolutely.
Probably won't be back to Durban to maybe sometime in December. Hopefully you guys are still there. But if you guys come through Josie, man, hit me up and I'll show you the other side. Take you away from Hillbrow and bring you to and Kyalami and waterfall.
Yeah, with the horses and ducks and all that.
Yeah. Living a good life. Man,
absolutely. It's the only way.
Yeah.
And you guys have a great rest of your day. And to the viewers, man, we will be back soon with another video. Peace.
Yes.
Peace.